Alrighty, and here we are again on my SharePoint homepage, and today we're going to be looking at document libraries in SharePoint, how to use them, what they are, and how to actually look at uploading files or documents into the library. So to begin with, I'm just going to come across and select my shared documents. Now, a document library, think of it as the shared drive that you traditionally would have had with a file server or a traditional file server setup. So where you might have had like an X drive for company data, effectively that's a document library. So it can be used to upload any documents to, store files, any of the sorts like that. So the one that I have here, you can already see there's a fair amount of documents here, and scrolling down, and effectively the whole thing's displayed as a bit of a list. We have a few different columns here: name, we have an icon, who was the last person to modify the document, as well as the document version, and I've also got a few custom columns that I've created here. So document libraries allow you to work with your SharePoint developer on creating custom columns that can be relevant to your business. So a few things as far as easily filtering these document libraries. You can actually click on any of these headers and it'll modify it in alphabetical order. I can also click on the down arrow to actually get a bit of a list of every option in here. So coming into that modified by, I can actually select just myself there and only see documents that were uploaded by me. And you'll see this little icon here to represent that a filter is being applied. And if I click on that, I can clear the filter, which will return me back to the original search. And that applies with all the columns. You can actually come down and you'll get a list of the existing values and be able to filter down to it. So it can be quite useful and handy for easily finding a file uploaded or modified by a particular person, or if you're utilizing these custom columns, very quickly and easily coming down to a particular project code or a job number or a client name or whatever it might be. So as far as uploading documents, there are a couple of ways that it can be achieved. Initially, I'm just going to go to Upload, and I'll be presented with a dialog here. I can go to Browse, and simply select Files, or using Control or Shift on my keyboard, select multiple files, and hit OK, and OK. And you'll see that's just simply uploaded the document there. I can also open up a folder that's containing some files I want to upload, and in a very similar manner I can select the files I want and simply drag it on to the SharePoint document library. And you can see here in exactly the same way it's uploaded the files. My name's here as the last modified, and all these files are version 1. Now coming to new, you'll get some options here, so you can actually just create a new document, new Excel file, whatever it might be, or a new folder directly from here. We'll create a new test folder, and there you see my folder. I can click on that, and you can come in and create a new file there directly and straight away. Alright, and if I just go back there, give this one a refresh, we'll see the file that I've just created here. Alright, now if I click back to my shared document library, so back to the root of the folder here, another handy thing that can be done is coming up to library in the ribbon, going to quick edit, and now you'll get this almost Excel like list. And this is a nice and easy way that you can come in and fill in these various columns that you might have. And you can simply enter down or tab across. And easily go in and fill information for many documents all at once. And when you're done, simply come up to stop editing this list. And now you can see those tags are listed here. So coming up to this column now, I've got job B and job C, and very easily filtered down to that particular file. And just clear that one to take us back. So you can see that the document library is really just a folder that you would have traditionally had on your server or on your PC or laptop. You do, however, get a fair bit more flexibility with it in the way that you can configure these columns, tag various information, and easily make it searchable using the search over here, which will also be in a later video. One important consideration when working with document libraries, and particularly with folders, is not to go too deep with your folders. A common habit which is picked up from working with file servers is burying a file within 10 or so folders. The downside with doing this in SharePoint is eventually you can reach character limits, which were also there in file servers, but it can be more of a prominent issue with SharePoint. This is where the columns can really come into play, and look at using the columns to tag various folder names instead of storing them in folders that traditionally would have been done. Alright, so that's been document libraries in SharePoint. Feel free to reach out to us on www.ongc.com.au or to contact us using the email or phone displayed on the screen. Thank you very much.